Welcome to Daily Steps from One Extraordinary Marriage, where we outline simple steps that you can take to have the ultimate marriage adventure. I'm Tony DeLorenzo, your co-host, along with my beautiful wife, Elisa. In today's show, we answer the question, how can I help my spouse disconnect from work and connect with me?
This wife goes on to say, my spouse is a business owner and always seems to be thinking about business, even during sex. We haven't gotten an actual date in years because his thoughts are so business focused. I try to be here for him, but I don't know how to get back the man I love and bring him alive again. I have no experience in how to help him find balance to enjoy life while business stress is high. And this is a common problem. And it doesn't matter whether you're a business owner or you simply have a lot of responsibility at your job. Right? When you have those business stresses, it can impact literally and consume every moment and every piece of your mental energy. And so it's really looking at, what all is going on across the board. And, your spouse, honestly, like we even say here, he may not realize the full amount of disconnect that's happening in the marriage. And so, one of the things that I found to be really successful when I am working with coaching clients, because this is a very common situation that shows up in marriage coaching, is to start speaking the other person's language, their business language, right? Because people in business, here's the thing, they are surrounded by vision and they're surrounded by mission and they're surrounded by goals and all of these different types of things. And then we have this marriage relationship that is kind of like, let's just wing it. Right? Like we're just going to it'll all work itself out. Instead, we start getting into this place where we say, well, what's the vision for our marriage?
Yeah. And I was going to say as well, some of the most brilliant businessmen and women that I know who are married, they are focused on their business fully. And we know folks that are doing tens of millions in their businesses each and every year. They have teams, they have, lots going on. And it's amazing to see how much their marriages are flourishing. And the reason is like Elisa said, they have a vision. They also sit down and they set goals together for their marriage that allows them to go on date night. Like one of our good friends, him and his wife, they have a date night every month. They're on their
every week, every Thursday.
Yeah, but that's also their coffee break that they go on as well. So they have like that night out, but they also have their coffee break. They set up and they make sure on their calendar, they have a quarterly meeting, which is what they call, they get away. They do every quarter, they're doing something. So even in his business, and you may be able to speak to your husband this way, hey, when you hit that goal on your business, let's have a reward at the end that we get to celebrate together.
Absolutely. Because here's how you look at this, right? As a business owner, when your personal relationships are flourishing, your business actually does better.
Oh, so much so.
When home is not stressful, when you know that you have the support and love and you don't feel this tension or this disconnect, when you're able to come home and home is a safe place to actually just let down and relax, then all of a sudden you actually go into the office rejuvenated. You go into the office with more creativity. You go into the office with less stress. But you can't get there if there isn't a tangible vision for what the personal relationship is supposed to look like, right? Tony and I did marriage without vision for years, and we almost ended up divorced twice. It wasn't until we started to get crystal clear on how are we going to go from the wedding, which so many of you had a tremendous amount of vision for your wedding day. You knew what you wanted it to look like, down to what song was going to be playing, what colors were going to be on there, what he was going to wear, what she was going to wear, and where everybody was going to line up. Tremendous amount of vision for that day. And then we have the vision that we hope to end up happily ever after, like the little old couple in the commercials, where we're all like, oh, but we don't put any vision. We don't put any planning into the intervening 50 years.
Yeah. And just because he has a business doesn't mean you guys can't connect. You guys, and even for those of you who have spouses who are working, 40, 50 hours a week, they may be executives, they may be a manager at the local shop. You guys can find ways to make time for one another. And I will tell you, those of us who are committed to our spouse, even with all the other things that are demanded of us, we are going to live happier, healthier, more fulfilled lives. Because when it comes down to it, that relationship, this relationship that we're in with our spouse is the most important relationship we have.
And don't be afraid or offended to be an appointment on your spouse's calendar.
Nope.
Right? I have
Yep,
so many people
don't
be
be
like,
offended.
oh my gosh, I can't believe I've got to be scheduled in. Well, you
Nope.
know what?
You have to be.
You have to be.
Let's get it on the calendar, because if it's not, things are going to happen and we lose that time together. We lose the time to create the vision. We lose the time to set goals. We lose the time to be emotionally connected. Let's put it on the calendar. Elise and I do that with each other because there is so much going on and we lead fulfilled lives, but a lot happening as well.
Absolutely. So I wanted to just bring that calendar piece because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, if he has to schedule me in or if she has to schedule me in, if they loved me, they wouldn't have to schedule me in. They love you so much that they're going to give you a time slot on their calendar, right? But in that time slot, spend the time casting visions, spend the time talking about goals, spend the time making it be more than just a reactionary relationship. Get into a place where the two of you start crafting the marriage that you want to have because you're speaking the same language and because you have a vision for what you want your marriage to be.
For more on casting the vision for your marriage, check out oneextraordinarymarriage.com/vision planner.